All right, guys. Today is an epic event. It's my first threesome. My first menage a trois. Now, I never do this. I have my new friends who I think are becoming my friends because I dig their energy. It's a throuple. I have my friend Dyer, who I was hooked up with through my friend Allison, who I started watching his videos years ago. And then his wife, Jamie Hanshaw. And then I started watching her videos. And I was going to do them one at a time, but they don't have that much time. And I'm like a little crazy. So I'm like, why don't we just all mash it together? Because I think you guys probably overlap in your beliefs and talks, although you go very deep. Now, before I let you guys talk, this is going to be... I had an epiphany the other night. I did a show with Jay and Jamie, right? So these guys they're completely 100% do-it-yourself entrepreneur. They want to be in Legacy Hollywood. They have been. They're going to tell you a little bit of their backstory. But, like me, I think it's dead. Every day, shit's, the summer box office is taking a hit right now. It's going to be a realignment in Hollywood. And even if the darker stuff is true, then I had all these revelations this weekend. Like, if it is, I can't be in Hollywood. But these guys are 100%, if you're an artist and you want to do it yourself, this is your model. This is your model team. And we did an event at an amazing place called the Valley Relics Museum. Jay put it together with his wife, Jamie. They had a 5-hour event. 5 hours. And they spoke for like an hour and a half each. They had guest speakers. And then I went on and did 20 minutes. And then I got to take 40 minutes of questions. I would have did 2 hours. And it was all like 100 people. And it's amazing. Like I got a little emo because it's like beautiful. The group they put together of, like, I hate to say, awake people and like truth seekers, but they were just people that were like-minded and people very much in the business that I'm not going to mention, and people that you bump into at Trader Joe's and you're like, okay, dude, I got it. Stop asking me questions. There's a little bit of cray-craze there, which we're going to have in every business, and there's legits. And then I saw people from my life I haven't seen for years. Jenny, what's up, Jenny? And as I was driving home, I was talking to Alyssa, and I was like, yeah, I got it. I got what my angle is now. Comedy, cons, and conspiracy.
The 3 C's.
Yes!
Nice.
And so I'm like, these are my angles. So... I want to do more shows. I'm going to do I did a club this weekend. We sold out 5 shows. It was incredible. That was just comedy. I did cons the week before at Denver, and that was just cons and acting. And then I did their conspiracy event, which I want to talk about, and it was also sold out. And it was 3 different verticals. Amazing. So we have to do more. Ladies and gentlemen, the mastermind couple of Jay Dyer and Jamie Hanshaw. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
First question, are we related? Because I have a Hanshaw cousins.
Do you really?
Yeah, from Pennsylvania.
We're from West Virginia. That's kind of close.
And the dress doesn't tell me that.
What does it say?
It says I churn butter, but I know why you wear this.
Prairie Core, this is what we're talking about.
Why do I wear it?
Morning.
I think you wear it because you're getting back into the holistic life of like puritanical goodness that is rare.
Okay.
Like that's the new bikini. Because the bikini is too much now.
Yeah.
It could be a deeper question. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say I've been researching fabrics. So speaking of conspiracies, there's always different rabbit holes to go down, and there's infinite branches off the tree. But the newest one that I picked up was that we need to be wearing natural fibers only. No polyester, no rayon, no weird petroleum-based fabrics. So I'm trying to replace my wardrobe with cotton, linen, wool, bamboo.
Bamboo.
Yeah.
I want to go deep, but I want to start slow for people. This is a baby red pill, which you can't say anymore, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So that's incredible, and I'm with you. So I want to pull that just a teeny bit so your face isn't so gotcha shadow, a teeny bit down. Teeny bit down. Yeah, there you go.
Good.
Yeah. So so I did a podcast the other day with very famous people. And one of the people in the podcast said, "Jamie, would you consider yourself a conspiracy theorist?" And I said, I consider that like the new racist term. I think that should be treated like a racist term because the idea of being maligned because you have alternative thoughts that completely blast people's minds open is considered so conspiratorial it's completely dismissive. And why I want to have you guys on, obviously, is because you guys can talk about things in such a clear way, a specific way. Now, you get a little heady, so I think we got to baby spoon people. But if you want to talk about, I don't want to say conspiracy because it's not, because the most conspiracies are becoming conspiracy fact. These are the two. I didn't even plan anything because I know where I want to start, and they're just going to lead us down. I don't want to say rabbit holes, but they're very clear, concise rabbit holes. And Jay has introduced me to CIA and MK Ultra, which are now considered kindergarten compared to what we're talking about. But it's like so many people don't even know what that is. And then Jamie introduced me to really how I know Hollywood started and really what the symbolism is behind it and how I literally live kind of in the middle of Babylon. Mm-hmm. And like right around here is loaded with it. So I'm going to ask you some questions. We'll go slow. So you're an actor, Jay, and a comedian? Is that how you started?
I wanted to be that. And then I went the route of philosophy and academia, and then I was like, "This is not that much fun." I had
put that near your mouth.
Essentially, sort of woke professors trying to kind of ruin my life, so I just left academia and went.
That in your mouth.
Yeah, right there. Put that right there.
Yes,
things are getting dirty, quick. We just started. So I wanted to be in that world, I guess, back then in the 90s, but then
yes,
I went academic, and then I decided to focus on that and to write books, and then inadvertently kind of
you've written multiple books.
Yeah, I wrote 2 Hollywood books, Symbolism in Film, History of Hollywood, CIA, all that stuff that you were talking about.
Where did you go to school?
It's a university in Kentucky. It's called Murray State.
I heard of Murray State. They
Really?
they went to the Sweet 16, I think.
Yes, they have. They have. Yeah.
That's how I know him from Paul.
Yeah.
Now, and Jamie, and then I'm going to ask you something simple and then get into it. You were an actress, right?
Not really.
You rolled in circles?
I took musical theater at college. That was my major.
With that dress?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
But I was always interested in movies. I was a tour guide in Los Angeles in my 20s, a tour guide for Disney.
Makes complete sense.
So I was the one at the front of the coach telling you, if you look out your right, you will see the Citadel, which was based on the ancient ziggurat.
This is why she's brilliant, because she can tour guide us.
Yeah.
Now, wait, just to start before I get into it, I'm not have a sponsor or whatever, and I have this water, all right? I don't want to get in trouble, but there's a lot of rabbit holes now with this water. And it is a good tasting water. But there might be a reason. So you just hit me to something. So explain what they do with this water.
So I watched a video, and it was about how they do satanic rituals in the warehouse of the Liquid Death Water Company. You can look this up on YouTube. I'm not exactly what it's called, but it's really lame. It's like 1 or 2 people. It's not a whole group of like eyes wide shut doing crazy, mansion parties. But there is somebody in the warehouse who does a prayer to Satan over the liquid death water. And
As a joke?
No.
It
looks like a joke.
Which you have to do.
Yeah, but you just made me think of like food is a weapons system. Like fast food, all of these brands, Monster Energy.
A little closer if you want to bring that up. Sorry. Bring that up a little bit.
Can you hear me now? Better?
Yeah, a little bit. Can you hear?
So you made me think of Monster Energy, and
Well, I know all about that.
they Rockstar. So a lot of the symbolism on these cans actually is black magic.
Yes. Now that's already too much for people. So we gotta talk baby steps. But yes, there is. So let's start slow here.
Based and bamboo pilled.
Yeah.
Yes.
100% cotton.
Cotton pilled.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I want to say. So let's start simply. So let's just start really simply. What's happening? I do a video about it, about The Sound of Freedom. Now, The Sound of Freedom is an amazing Hollywood story. I have not seen the movie. I'm going to. It's everything a movie should be. It's about a real subject based on a real person doing literally God's work. Like, it's not a Christian movie. It's a human spirit, like, be a wonderful hero person, okay? And it's about the most horrific things about human trafficking and especially children, okay? Now, it comes on the 4th of July, makes $18 million on a Tuesday, which movies don't come out. It has now gone on to make $55 million. It costs like $20. Okay, Caviezel again is playing an archetype of goodness. He is the bravest fucking person in Hollywood, definitely the bravest actor. And the mainstream media is not only ignoring it, they're maligning it. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go off on that later. So to me, that says one thing and one thing only.
That they're onto something? That's true.
Well,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.